What is up, guys? John here from 610 Collectibles, coming at you with our first episode of our series of surviving the post-pandemic card market. Okay, and this series that we're going to be doing is going to be geared towards you, the new collector that is trying to get in on the sports card market. Okay, hopefully you're coming in for the hobby aspect, trying to make some money, whatever. We just want to give you the best chance to get the best bang for your buck as you get into this with the rest of us. So, how this works, we're going to have a couple different episodes down the road here. We're going to be trying to put more videos out of card openings and whatnot, but this series is going to be a couple episodes about different aspects from going to card shows, picking up cards, buying graded cards, what to buy, how to buy it, submitting raw cards, understanding the different submission areas for PSA, SGC, BGS, whatever we have to do, and just to get you the best opportunity, to get you the best card you can get for your collection alone. So with that, today's episode we're going to talk about graded cards, and that's a broad topic to start with. So what we're going to be dipping our toes into is you as the new collector want to buy graded cards already. You don't want to send any out, you don't want to get anything graded yet. You just want to buy a couple cards to see what you can do for your collection, which is fine. That's how a lot of people start out. Right now, getting cards graded is a little difficult, so we have stacks of cards sitting around that are what we think are going to be 10s that we just have waiting for the lower levels from PSA to open up. So we're not sending out a lot unless they are higher end cards. So we're also doing the same as you. We're buying slabs. So what that means is for us is we're looking for different aspects. At this market, and for us as a company, we're not going to go crazy with buying just regular generic base cards. And what that means when we say generic base cards is just the regular white paper product. It's not the chrome, it's nothing fancy. It's just the regular base card, and you're going to hear the term base a lot. And what that means is it's the base of the card for that set. The rated rookie for Donruss is always going to be one of the premier sets to get. It's not going to be in the base set like this. It's not going to be your most financial savvy one as far as if you want to flip this to get millions. You're not going to do that with these base cards. Okay, these base cards, last time I checked, was around between $100 and $200 depending on where you were at. Okay, and as they come back from PSA, we're getting more and more each day. The prices are going to come down them just a little bit. So if you're looking for the money aspect, you want to stay away from some of these base cards as far as trying to flip them for value. If you're trying to collect your favorite player, these are the ones you're going to go for. They are lower in price. They are great quality. Like I said, this is the equivalent to the Jordan card of the new era for them. Okay. The kicker is, though, when we say the Jordan era card, there's a big difference now because we have so many different sets. We have 8 to 10 sets per sport, per company, and that's being generous. Back when 86, when they did Fleer, that was it. It was 86 Fleer. You might have had the random sets that were like the stars and whatnot, but you had one set, one card, that was your rookie card. And these guys, there are tons of rookie cards, and that's also something you got to watch for in this new market. So when we're buying slabs for our collection or for our portfolio, we're going to look to stay away from some of the regular base cards. Like I said, we still sell them, we still buy them, but we're not putting tons into these base cards because of how much of the pop reports are right now coming back from PSA, SGC, and Beckett. And when we talk about pop reports, what we mean is how many cards are graded at this grade, okay? And just how many cards in general are graded. So right now, the PSA pop report for Justin Herbert's is 3,383. Okay, that's a lot of cards getting graded, and that's just now. These will skyrocket. Like we're seeing problems with the Lukas, the Jaws, the Zions. All these cards are coming back with very high pop rates because originally when the market boomed, we saw those cards going for thousands because they weren't graded like they are now. So obviously, with these card pops in the thousands and tens of thousands, we're obviously seeing a price decline. So, and the problem is people are seeing this price decline and thinking that everything crashed, which in reality, everything just settled, which is great for us. It's great for collectors. We are now getting back into the collector's market where you're not having to spend a whole chunk of your mortgage payment just to get one base card of LaMelo or of Vlad or of Herbert or a Charizard. We can now start to collect and build a portfolio and have a secondary money market of just static cards. So when we, like I said, when we're buying these different cards, we're looking for colored, numbered, short prints, sometimes inserts. It depends. We just sold a Steph Curry My House orange insert for a good bit of money. That was one that we pulled, actually the same pack with this one here at the Mellow. But that's one of those things we're looking for: autos, colors, numbers, all that stuff. Stuff that's going to have lower pop reports. This card here, the 19 Hoops Tyler Hero Hot Rookie. I believe this pop report last time I saw was 26, maybe 30 now. Not a ton of these graded. So if you're looking to buy stuff to be able to sell when they get hot, stuff like this is what is going to be your bread and butter. You're going to have lower pop reports. You're not, like I said, this isn't numbered, but this is one that does not have a ton of cards graded. Unlike we said, going into the Herberts and the Mellows, you're going to see a ton of them. But now, as you can see here, this is not a regular base Mellow. This is a Blue Velocity from this year's Optic. Pulled this out of a cello pack. And like we said, you are going to be seeing lower pop rates with colors because there are not as many made. They are technically short prints. Right now, the pop report with this card is 102. Now, we got this back from PSA about, I want to say, a week and a half to 2 weeks ago. And the pop report then was 80. So we've gone up 22 pops for this one for 10s just in 2 weeks. So may seem like not a lot, but for cards that don't have a huge pop report, that's a decent bit, especially with how much it costs to get graded right now. So that is one of the big issues, is why sometimes buying already is a lot easier than trying to send out. If we're looking at different sets to buy that's already graded, like I said, you're always looking for your flagship rookies. Rookie autos are always a good investment. We have one here. And when we talk about low pop reports, you can't get much lower than 1. This is a pop 1 Vlad Jr. Bowman Heritage. I love this card. I bought this card. Sometimes when you're buying cards, you're not buying it from a business standpoint, but you're more or less buying it from the fact that you actually you want the card. We try not to hold on to stuff if we're selling it. This is one that I'm going to have a hard time giving away just because, again, I like this card. This kid, he's got it. He's got the charisma. He's not over flashy. He's just a ball player that likes to play ball, which I love that. But again, this is a pop 1 card. You're not going to see another one of these cards unless they come out graded, but this is a 19, so this one's been graded for a while now, and it's a pop 1. There's no in PSA, there's none in Beckett, there's only one, and it's a PSA 10, or a SGC 10, so that's one of those things where if you're looking for cards, for smaller, bigger cards to start building your portfolio, load number autographs of rookies, if you can find, or low pop reports of rookie autos. So it's going to be hard to find in a price range for you, but if you have the financials to do it, that's where you want to be looking to start putting money into. When we're looking at buying the graded cards, we got to get into the different companies. So obviously we just showed you the Vlad PSA or SGC 10. Now we're going to show you a Bryce Harper BGS 10, or BGS 9.5. So if you're new to this, you're seeing the 9.5 and you're seeing all the different grades here, and you're seeing a 10 here. It's all sorts of stuff you don't know. To get into that quick, the three companies, how it works is, and there's more than three companies, but these are just your general main companies that we use for the most part. So how this works is, they're both out of 10. Both companies grade from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, obviously. PSA, the highest you can get is a Gem Mint 10. That is their top grade. Beckett, you can get a Black Label 10, and you can get a Pristine 10. And how that works is, it is what they believe is a perfect card. So like this one here. This is a Bowman Draft Bryce Harper Pristine 10. And as you can see there, the only one that got a subgrade lower than 10 was the corners of 9.5. So this is a Pristine 10, okay? If you ask one table to the next that card shows, they're going to say a Pristine 10 is higher than a Gem Mint 10. That's just some people's opinion, but Beckett does grade a little bit harder, and they also do the subgrades, and they do half points. PSA does half points, but not like Beckett does. So when we're looking at the Beckett, though, like we said, we're looking for 10s. So they're like this one here. This one has a little bit of a junky number up here. We have 9.5 centering, 10 edges, 9.5 corners, and a 9 surface. So not a bad card, all but perfect. Could this get a PSA 10? Possibly. A lot of that is subjectional grading, depending on who you ask up there. Could we send this out and get a PSA 10? Possibly. Yeah. Are we going to? No. It's a waste. It's one of those things where if you're in the hobby for the right reason, you're going to buy the card, not the grading company, or not the grade. It all depends on how you are in this hobby. But SGC does it a little different. Their cases are totally different. They have the black outlines. We do auto 10 to the left, and we have the card grade on the right. Flat back, black back here. Very slick. I like them. We've sent a whole bunch of stuff out with them. But if we had to rank them how they go, it's how you see them on the screen here. You're going to have PSA is your number one to go for. Beckett's going to be your close second, and then SGC is going to be trailing back there in third. That's just my opinion, but that's also that's a very widespread opinion. PSA has always been the premier card grading company. Beckett was always behind them just a little bit, and then SGC has been coming up the ranks, but they are definitely getting more and more prevalent. So as far as we go with grading cards, like we said, that is going to be the quick intro to buying. You're looking for low numbers, you're looking for low pop, you're looking for colors, you're looking for the stuff you want, okay? You don't need to go and buy $1 million card your first time out. If you like Bryce Harper, go find some Bryce Harper rookie cards. They're out there. They're inexpensive. Buy the stuff you want to buy. Whatever makes you happy. This should not be something that makes you stressed, that financially puts you in a hole. This is something that's supposed to be fun and enjoyable and stuff that you can do and pass down. So, like we said, you're looking for low population cards. You're looking for colors, numbers, and whatnot. And that's kind of what this first episode's been about. So, with that, we're going to wrap this episode up here. We're going to try to keep these somewhat short, but I want to thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, give us a like, subscribe so we can get some more videos out to you guys. As we get going here, like I said, we plan on giving out some sealed wax, do some graded card giveaways. Next couple episodes, we're going to be talking about going to card shows, We have one big card show coming up that we love doing now. It's the Fishtown Card Show. That'll be out February 6th in Philadelphia at the Bet Rivers Casino. But our next episode, we're going to talk about going to card shows and how you, as a new collector, should walk into those shows and what you need to prepare yourself to be in that setting. So once again, I'm John from 610 Collectibles. Thank you so much for your time, and remember, keep collecting.